Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome back to the page. This is MusaCaleb here, and the title of the YouTube channel is titled Renewed Mindset with MusaCaleb. Today we are continuing on from the book that we have picked called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And today we are continuing again. The topic today is very, very important. Please pay close attention and get it well. All right? The topic before us today is called Faith, Visualization of, and Belief in Attainment of Desire. Faith, visualization of, and belief in attainment of desire. It says that faith is the head chemist of the mind. When faith is blended with vibration of thought, the subconscious mind instantly pick up the vibration and translate it into its spiritual equivalent and translate mind it to infinite intelligence, as in the case of prayer. That is, when faith is now mixed up with is blended with vibration of thought, the subconscious mind is that involuntary, is that part of human that operates without prior notice. You see yourself notify you want to go and rest, or you want to go and eat, or you are hungry, you see yourself just going to the kitchen even in the night. Okay, when it is now blended, it pick up the vibration and translate it into its spiritual equivalent, and the mind now it translates the mind into the internal infinite intelligence. Now let me emphasize, when this writer was talking about infinite intelligence, he was referring to God Almighty. But we are now dealing with different group of people, so we have to leave it in that. Perfection will come through practice. It cannot come by merely reading instruction. So when you say you have a faith, your faith will definitely cause you to start up something. Your faith will cause you to move into work. Your faith will cause you to start thinking of the people that you're going to work alongside together with. Your faith will cause you to visualize what you are going into, to see it in your mind. One of the influential guys, Bob Proctor, said that if you see it in your mind, the objective that you are driving at, if you see it in your mind, you're going to hold it in your own hand. You're going to hold it in your own hand. Show me a man that so great dream, that so great vision for himself, that no, this is what he was being created to accomplish. If he has seen it in his mind, he must then have faith and believe in himself. Because where doubt will come in, where criticism, or in my family line we have never done it, or in Africa we doesn't have that capacity, we cannot swim, we cannot do great things, or black people doesn't have that kind of capacity. No, believing in your own self, when you have that faith and you believe in your own faith, in your own self, and you visualize seeing yourself achieving that goal, you're gonna definitely work it out. And you are working it out is through practice, because you will perfect it by practice. Because reading instruction only, merely reading instruction, is not going to help it. Now, if it be true that one becomes a criminal by association with crime, and this is a known fact, it is equally true that one may develop faith by voluntarily suggesting to the subconscious mind that one has faith. The mind comes finally to take on the nature of the influences which dominate it. Understand this truth, and you will know why it is essential for you to encourage the positive emotions as dominating forces of your mind, and discourage and eliminate negative emotions. Now, this is a very essential thing that you need to understand. If it is true, if it be true that one becomes criminal by association with crime, And this is a known fact, even in criminology and in psychology. When they dig deep, just association with the group or association with the people, it will cause you to go in that way. Now let's tweak it into a positive side. It is equally true that one may develop faith by voluntarily suggesting to the subconscious mind that one has faith. The mind does not know anything from wrong or right. The dominating thought of the mind will now come to play out in achieving your own goal. Suggesting to your own mind that I have already succeeded in this venture that I'm doing. Suggesting to your mind that I'm putting in my best because I am the best that I've ever been and the best that will ever be. Suggesting to the mind that I'm on a journey, and as I'm going on, I'm influencing life, I'm impacting life, I'm transforming life. Suggesting your own self that as I open my mouth or as I go into that business, I know many going to love it and many going to appreciate what I'm bringing. Now, when you know this, the mind now will take on the nature of that influence which you have already allowed it to dominate it. Understand this truth, and you will know why it is essential for you to encourage positive emotion. Please, in life, the global changes, the terms and the lives we are living now is very challenging. But remember, what's going to scale you through in this is believing in yourself, that no matter the challenge, no matter the times that we are in, your own is you will thrive. And you will not live, but you will thrive. And you will dominate, and you will influence your generation. Men have seen, the young generation have seen a lot of things that they almost tantamount to believe that it is no longer possible to achieve greatness. But remember, true greatness lies in you believing that you can. A mind dominated by positive emotion becomes a favorable abode for the state of mind known as faith. A mind so dominated may at will give the subconscious mind instruction which it takes and which it will accept and act upon immediately. That is, any mind that is being saturated by positive thoughts is a favorable condition and it's a favorable place for you to excel inside. When doubt and anxiety or negative emotion comes in, repel them as you will at the sight of a snake, or as you will as a sight of an intruder that's going to run into your own houses, and you know you have a lot of valuable inside, you have a lot of asset inside. You must take it out. Now, a writer said that we tend to put in our detail and our best to seek for right engineer when we are building our own mansions or we are building our houses. We tend to bring right equipment, material, iron for iron, granite for granite, and stone, and correct one so as to mix to give you a lasting structure. But when it comes to develop our mind, we just allowed different thought to run over it. Some of the news that you hear discourages you. Some of the happenings that you see discourages you. But remember, you have a capacity to transform your own life and even to impact the nations or the generation that are to come. Now in this, you have to move on and never give up at the sight of any challenges. Remember, faith is the starting point of all accumulation of riches. Faith is the starting point of all accumulation of riches. Do you see any man that is wealthy today? He has faith that he's going to make it. Do you see anyone that is educated and influential today? He has faith that he's going to make it. Do you see anyone that is a president today or a governor today? He believes in himself that this chart that he has charted for himself, he's going to do it. Do you see any big businessman that is dominating a lot of empires today? He started by having faith and belief in himself. Secondly, faith is the basis of all miracle and all mystery which cannot be analyzed by the rules of science. Faith is coming in a strong way that what you will accomplish even yourself, when they pin you down to explain in detail, you will say, no, honestly, I can't tell this. It's God. That's how we call it in Africa. But in the Western world, they can say, they can term it to different one. Hindus have their own. It is, every human is dealing with higher power. And it is that higher power, higher being in you that causes you to excel in that faith. Faith is the only known antidote for failure. Faith is the only known antidote for failure. Because where challenges comes and people will decide to quit and they will be termed as failures, when you have faith, you will knock it down just like a great antidote that will destroy whatever element in your own body. Secondly, faith is the element, the chemical, which when mixed up with prayer, give one direct communication with infinite intelligence. Okay? When you have that faith, it gives you direct connection with infinite intelligence. You communicate with it, my brothers and sisters. Whether you are 70, whether you are 80, whether you are 30, or you are at 40, you have a purpose. You have a goal. You are on a purpose that you want to accomplish something great. Please develop faith. Believe that that thing you are on it, you will accomplish it. Faith, last one, or to the last. Faith is the element which transforms the ordinary vibration of thought created by the finite mind of man into the spiritual equivalent. Faith is the element which transforms the ordinary vibration of thought created by the finite mind of man into the spiritual equivalent. And last but not least, faith is the only agency through which the cosmic forces of infinite intelligence can be harnessed and used by man. Faith is the only agency through which the cosmic forces of infinite intelligence can be harnessed and used by man. When you understand this, how great is the power of faith? How great is the move of faith? That when you are on a course to accomplish anything worthwhile, it is that belief in you that is going to stand out when others are falling down. It is that belief in yourself that you will accomplish this your goal and you will impact life that is going to stand out in that long nights. When confusions will come, when discouraging thought will come, it is that believing in yourself that no, I am well able, I am more than a conqueror to accomplish what I can. I can and I will and I shall. And no matter the challenge that comes, because those challenges, they'll come, let me tell you, when you are on a course to bring great move or great invention or great mind or great idea to the world will pause and it will cause you a lot of challenges. Those challenges, they only come to test the sincerity of your desire. And when they discover that you are genuine, you are sincere, they're going to give way. It says that the world sometimes and the being in it, the world and the challenges in it sometimes tends to give way. They tends to make way and stand at attention to the man that knows where he's going. That's the depth of wisdom. The challenges and the difficulties in business or in academic tends to give way and make clear path to the one that knows where he's going. And without that faith, you will tend to go with the crowd. But please stand out. Do well and stand out and show a great light to as many that are wallowing. Wow. How far time runs. We're going to pause here, but remember to share. A knowledge kept by you alone is going to do nothing. But if a knowledge shared is going to impact a lot of lives. One of my mentors say, of what use is knowledge if you just keep it by yourself? It doesn't have any use. But when you share it and you put it into work, it's going to bring out that definite purpose and it's going to give you that objective and it's going to impact those lives. We are on a journey together. Let's continue and let's impact that life. Let's impact those lives. Let's work those dreams that are lying down quiet, that are even almost dead. Let's wake them up. And as we wake them up together, the life we live will be remembered long even after we go. Don't live your life like a bird that fly on the air, or like the ship that pass through the Atlantic, or like a horse, or all these camels that pass through the desert. Thank you. Hope to see you next time. My name remains MusaCaleb, and the title of this YouTube channel is called Renewed Mindset with MusaCaleb. Thank you. Next time, see you together. Bye.